have had a lot of these statutory instruments coming through, and some of them are excruciatingly boring, and we tend to use them as an opportunity to talk about much wider issues, and some of them are actually quite dangerous, and some of them, and this is one, are really quite messy. And the explanatory memorandum actually admits as much, because the statutory instrument is jumping around dozens of different areas of law enforcement cooperation with the EU, and makes little tweaks here and there to try to fix deficiencies about when we finally leave the EU. Now, I do accept that we need this sort of statutory instrument, but quite honestly, I don't see the clarity here. And one of the things that we saw throughout the last few months of the pandemic was the confusion, particularly for the police, in the advice that we got from the Prime Minister, the comments, suggestions later from ministers interpreting it, versus the rules, versus the actual law. There was a lot of confusion, and the police themselves overstepped the mark quite a lot. And I basically feel, even though I don't have much confidence in our law enforcement agencies, I actually feel that they were not to blame, that it was actually the government presented so many confusing scenarios. The police really didn't have much of a chance to enact the law. And so I would ask what the government is going to do to make sure that this is a clear law, that it's properly understood by the police and by the security services, so we don't see the abuses that we've seen over the past 10 months. And what plans does the government have to actually bring consolidating legislation to put it all in one place and reduce the chaos? It simply isn't fair on the police that the government throws out this stuff but actually doesn't give them the time that Noble Lord Reid suggested, but also the clarity so that they can be sure that they aren't breaking the law when they try to apply this.